One of the things that we're going to be talking about MMTs is that this is a pre-market right now, 6:14 a.m. And what you're going to look at is how they raise that bid. They keep raising this bid to chase the ask. That this number just floats right up onto the opening, but then slides the bid immediately in the brain, and bam, the weakness is right there, and you pull back, let's say, like we always do, $3.50 here on Google. The bull, same way, watching the pre-market as we go into the opening bells, watching the bull very carefully, watching this side, the bid, rise in penny price, penny up, chasing this side here. And in the brain, it will clearly show a spike on the open. You could get a 3-minute bar. It doesn't matter. What matters is the 3-minute opening ratio high, and then it doesn't go higher. And if it doesn't go higher, then the price doesn't go higher. And that's where you would look at the rest of the story in your SMF platform. So as they rise, that's a pre-market gap. So they turned the futures around totally different. It's very clear right over here when we looked at the first gap up, price line's up 41.35. Net ease is slacking off of that 5. But you can see that the list has gotten a little bit bigger. Retail here, that Decker store. Okay, Baidu's got a gap. Okay, Apple, another gap. Google, a gap. So on day 3 in the morning and today, we got Netflix 2.43. We got NetEase. One reported earnings last night. So when you're looking in the level 2s, you're looking for the pre-market prices to rise. Then on the opening bell, there's that famous SMF slide the bid bar. Most wonderful one. And they will come in that 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. The trick today to measure the bull would be that once that short does come down, if the brain stays elevated, like let's say at 75, and stays elevated for a period of time in your info panel there, in your 3-minute timestamp, if that stays accelerated, that means that you would be buying the intraday dip and taking it 369 up in price again. So understanding the timestamp between your bid and ask ratios and your IR ratios are very key to the actual price momentum or price stability at the teeny action line. Okay, so on the opening bell today, as I said, day 3 opening bell, taking the negative futures early on in the morning at 5 a.m. and 8 a.m. Eastern time, and then walking the tape up on the opening bell. And if the buyer's not there, the platform will tell you so. And so we look at the increased gaps here on the NASDAQ. Okay? And these are the ones that have been beaten down in the phase 1 correction of the last 2 days. Today being price action day number 3. And delta down and delta up, we will be doing the math to find out the immune system to all indexes and individual names that are going to be trading, you know, $10 up, $20 down, $15 one way, $4 the other, whatever the case may be. So look for, slide that bid. Remember your day 3 with positive pre-market opening bell gap ratios here and in other names. You can take a look at other names. Apple Computers gapping. Look, 342.62, that's not all that bad. What would happen with it would be the same thing like it does every day. It goes up, and if those IRs start to get weak, and once they fall below 75 and they never come back and start going straight down to 0, you know that short is on. As far as price action momentum, we're going to be monitoring that 460 put right here on that price line. Yeah. And we're going to get some wholesale bids. I just better have a figure in there where I can work off of. And I better have my smart route ready. They closed at $45. These were deep in the money before the earnings report. I'm going to try
I got
to
100 and
skin
net
the
ease
cat.
at 49.
We will say good luck. Watch the brain. Watch the rising pre-market volatility futures gap. Then watch the brain for execution.